Hello, my name is Sarah, and I am here to talk about an event that happened to me on 2016, November 11th. And we're coming up on the 4-year anniversary, so I wanted to go ahead and talk about it since this is something that is coming up as more and more people have experienced it and documented it, and we are talking about the paranormal. So I've had to admit that I am a psychic medium. It's something that I've lived with my entire life and was never really awakened until I was psychically attacked. So the event happened on November 11th on 2016, and I was helping a friend clean her house. And we had saged the house, and then we had left to run an errand or two. And when we came back, the house started feeling kind of weird. But I was a skeptic at the time, and so I was telling her that that stuff can't be the case and just say some prayers and you'll be fine. So what ended up happening through a few hours, the alarm clock went off a few times, and the alarm was set for a different time than it went off. So the alarm went off around like 3 something, and the alarm time was set for 4 something. And all these little details I actually have written down somewhere, which was incredibly hard for me to do after the whole, not because of the alarm clock, but because there's events coming up. So we finally get to, and again, the house feels weird. The air is real heavy. There's a lot happening. It's just an overall very ominous feeling in the house at this time. And so I decide to, ignore it and say prayers and just keep on keeping on. We aren't about to let nothing make fools out of us, right? So then we got to her bedroom, and the air was especially heavy in the bedroom. Like, you got winded the first few minutes you were in there. So it was a very interesting experience just being in the bedroom because the air was just so dense and so heavy and so hard to breathe. And I remember I was cleaning up part by the bedstand, and I had picked up a little 6-inch level, and I had handed it to my friend to tell her to put the level away. And she claims that she put it in a drawer. And we found this out after the event happened. So keep in mind, little 6-inch level. So I go to vacuum part of the floor that has a pile of dirt on it. And it's by the bedstand where I picked up the level. But the level should be put away at this point. So, I wasn't even thinking about it. And I'm vacuuming. And I look down I focus on the little pile of dirt, and I shift slightly to my left. And all of a sudden I see the little 6-inch level going past my leg and flying into the wall. And I remember looking down and going, man, I could pick that up. I could catch that, and then going, well, why would Ellen have thrown a level at me? That doesn't make any sense. So then I turn, and I find that Ellen's faced in the corner. Both of her hands are full, and she is figuring out her own thing. And then I start hearing something in my right ear as I'm turned. So I go to turn off the vacuum cleaner, and this growling noise intensifies. And that's when I pop out of my body, and I see myself shaking off this dark figure and then running out of the room, screaming. I rejoin myself in the front yard property. After all this is said and done, I go for a few months and my body starts shutting down. Literally, main functions started shutting down. I was so traumatized by this event that I literally had to start seeing doctors and specialists in order to get my body back up and running again. Fortunately, I've been able to work with doctors, and I've been able to get myself good mental help and I'm pro mental health as much as I can be, light, love, positivity. But I actually went through a paranormal traumatic experience. And so now I have healed from that, and I am moving forward and I am going into paranormal investigations because I feel like I have a lot to share. If I was able to make an entity react that badly to me, being unprotected and unprepared, I feel like I can make entities react when I am prepared to deal with such things. So we are going to start our paranormal investigations, the Spectral Inspectors, and I will be posting more videos as far as that goes of paranormal events and things that we do. Thank you so much for listening to my story, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful, blessed time. Evening, morning, whatever time it is for you. Light, love, and blessings.